celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.
Yo, mic check, man. Let's make sure we good, man. Let's make sure we good. Let's see. Nope. All right, hold up. Microphone. All right. All right, let's get it. Let's see. All right, man. Let's go, man. Shout out everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all. He said no good. Yeah, I know. I don't know what, man. I don't get it though, man. I don't know what the hell going on. It's all good now. I don't know what the hell going on, man. It won't do it from the beginning. I gotta do something else, man. I don't know. But we good now though. Shout out everybody in the building. Make sure you hit the like button. We're gonna talk about it tonight. Look, man. Man, look. I think tonight conversation might honestly like it might irritate some people. I got time tonight too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yup. Yup. We got some time tonight. I actually went on my way and made a couple graphics for tonight so that we could talk about it. I think it's important for us to talk about it. I think we need to be super vocal tonight, and we need to speak our mind because the state of our football team right now, it ain't is just not good. It's just not good. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It's not exciting. It's not exciting. There's nothing to be excited about. There's just nothing there. It's just empty. Empty. I feel like I'm doing a post-game show after a loss. That's what I feel like tonight. I feel like we are doing a post-game after getting mollywopped up and down the field by a trash team. That's what I feel like. I'm just letting y'all know to start the show off. I'm just letting y'all know how I feel going into the conversations, just so we can set the room. You know what I mean? I feel like we got to set the room. Shout out my boy Dell, man. Shout out my guy, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Shout out Dell in the building. Norse, what's good with you, Norse? Not sure I want to hear all the negativity towards. Hey, facts, Norse. Hey, look, first of all, this is the thing. I'm not going to be super negative. I think I'm just going to be more realistic. But some of it may come off as negative. I'm just giving you a warning. But it's not going to be me trashing him though, because I'm a JJ fan. So me being a fan of JJ McCarthy, like I'm definitely not going to sit here and trash JJ McCarthy. But I just want to have a conversation about. I just want to have a conversation about the team in general and like what's really going on. I don't think this is the thing when it comes to JJ McCarthy and the injury. We're gonna get to that. When it comes to the injury history, we're gonna get to that. I'm just what I'm more concerned about, honestly, with all that is the evaluation process. Because if it's up to me, of course I'm riding with JJ McCarthy, even through 2026. I think the front office might have a different idea, but this is the thing. Is this front office really the front office that we want anyway? You know what I mean? Like, should they even be here? I don't know, man. Like, should this front office we have now even be in the build? Like, should they be running shit? I don't know. Like, I'm just being real. Like, should they? Should Kevin O'Connell be the head coach? Should Quasey be the GM of this football team? I'm just curious. I don't know, man. We're going to get into all that. We're going to get into all that tonight, man. Shout out everybody in the building. Make sure you hit the like button. My Skol Bro fan, Since man, I see you. T-Bass, what's good? Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Luff, what's good? Luff, shout out Luff in the building. I see you, man. Y'all hit the like button for your boy. Penguin, was good, man? The front office is terrible. Hey, Penguin ain't going to hold back. Shout out Penguin in the building. Let's go. Penguin ain't holding back at all. Y'all know Penguin on the post-game show. Penguin gonna tell us each and every time, get rid of this team and knock it down to the studs. That's what Penguin gonna tell her. Penguin, knock it down to get rid of everybody. You know what I mean? Get rid of everybody, you know? So I did make a couple graphics for tonight's show, but we're also gonna go look at a lot of what people are talking about. I kind of want to try to stay my ADHD. I don't want to let my ADHD kick in tonight where I'm just all over the place and I'm going on X and then I'm talking about something else and I'm doing this. I kind of want to tonight. I kind of want to like, try to focus as much as I can. I didn't pop any Adderall, so like I don't know how that's gonna work. You hear me? No, I'm just tripping. I don't take Adderall for real.
I mean,
Hey, for real. But I'm just saying, I want to try to keep it like straightforward tonight. You know what I'm saying? I want to try to keep it straightforward for the most part. So with that being said, shout out Davey OG. I see you in the building. Appreciate you tapping in tonight as well. Appreciate you tapping in. We're gonna get to all the comments. I want this show to be kind of ran by the comments as well. As I pull up these graphics, we're gonna see what we got here. So here's the 4 topics I got tonight. All right, we'll pull up the first one. All right, and I think it goes into we'll start out with this one only because this one we can just get out the way real quick. We can complain about it. We can do whatever we need to do about it and move on. Okay, no votes. The team, our Minnesota Vikings, we got players on our team. First of all, at least 2. You know what I mean? At least 2. The person that I put on the graphic is one of them. He's one of them. All right. We're talking about a guy that has a 90% percentage, 90% on field goals. All right. I think he's 100% on extra points. Let that sink in. Okay. And I know the Pro Bowl is like a fan vote, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a fan vote. First of all, that's bullshit. Why are fans voting on what these guys are out there actually doing, playing against? There should be a different voting system. For the it was the Minnesota Vikings, the New York Jets, and the New Orleans Saints are the only 3 teams that don't have a player going into the Pro Bowl. Now, the Pro Bowl is BS anyways. This is me just starting off the show with a little bit of, just a little something. You know what I mean? Like this isn't nothing to be upset about or lose sleep about with the Minnesota Vikings. It's just something to complain about. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what? Tonight I feel like complaining a little bit. I'm sorry. I do. It is what it is. But it is about to be Christmas. So, Merry Christmas to everybody. Let's go. Merry Christmas. Let's go. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. But tonight, God damn it, after the news we got today, God damn it, we gonna complain a little bit. I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? I want to complain about something. Straight up. We got to complain about something. I got to get it off my chest. All right. For us to have no votes going into the Pro Bowl is crazy. Him and another player, Redmond. Drop down in the chat who y'all believe should have made the Pro Bowl on the team this year. I'm curious. My 2 players are Riker and Redmond. And if you want to debate that Redmond, maybe not because of the landscape and there's other defensive tackles that outperformed him this year at a higher level. Okay, cool. You could die on that hill. That's fine. But when you're talking about Will Reichert, he should have been in the Pro Bowl. I'm just being real, bro. It doesn't get more automatic than the boy Will the Thrill. At least give us the kicker. God damn. We can't have a kicker? Come on, man. Y'all could have gave us a kicker at least, bro. It is what it is. The Pro Bowl is BS, though, man. Nobody takes the Pro Bowl serious. It is a joke, but I still believe we should have players recognized because this is the thing. As fans, we might look at it, right? We might look at it as it's a joke. We don't watch it as fans, but how do the players feel? Because the players might actually take that personal, like, damn, bro, like, these Pro Bowl, you see all your homeboys getting flown to Hawaii. They having fun. They playing because they, quote unquote, had a good year of football. You got players on our team that Jalen Redmond, Will Reicher's probably sitting back like, hold on, that kicker made it in the NFC over me? Like, look at I didn't miss. I didn't miss. You know what I mean, man, I say that to say, not only does the NFL hate the Minnesota Vikings, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the people hate the Minnesota Vikings. If you're not a Minnesota Vikings fan, you hate us. You're a hater, bruh, to not vote any of our players. So F you. How about that? Yeah, that's how we doing tonight. It's us against the world, baby. T-Bass said Cashman. Yep. Blake Cashman's another one. Like, come on, man. Blake Cashman, you don't make the play. You telling me that there's a plethora of linebackers in the NFC better than Blake Cashman? That's what you're telling me right now? Man, knock it off, man. I can't believe that. I'm not buying that. I'm just not buying that. Regardless of, and you know what's crazy? I thought about it. Our record, like I thought we was gonna be really ass this year, but like we done knocked off 3 games in a row. We gonna fuck around and be 9-8 if we can win the next. We gonna fuck around, have a winner season, bruh. Like, ain't that some shit? If some miracle happens and we win the next 2 games, bro, the facts that to say that we may have a winning season is crazy. Even if we go, I mean, I don't know, man. That's just crazy to think about. I never thought in a million years the way it was going. Never thought in a million years we could actually be North Fierce, bro. Wilson, bro. Wilson. Like I could have easily put Wilson on this graphic, bro. Wilson. You telling me Wilson isn't worthy of a Pro Bowl? The way he was balling this year? Now, Two Tone said Van Ginkel. I don't know. Shout out Blunt in the building. I see you, Blunt. I don't know. So I don't know if Van Ginkel played good enough to make the Pro Bowl this year. He had some good games, but I don't know if he played good enough to make the Pro Bowl. I don't know if he played good enough to make the Pro Bowl. But Wilson did. Wilson played good enough to make the Pro Bowl. He played good enough to get some Pro Bowl votes. I think the problem is people aren't paying us no attention, bro. We got to make them start paying us attention. And that's going to lead us right into our next topic. I don't want to beat this topic to death. I just kind of wanted to talk about it for a little bit, wanted to complain a little bit because you know what? We have the right to complain, God damn it. All right? We have the right to complain. These people trying to disrespect us year in and year out when it comes to this. And I'm sick of it. All right. Now we got bigger fish to fry. That's a fact. We definitely got some bigger fish to fry. And we're going to get to it. We're going to start it out like this. I have 3 topics total. I have 4 topics total, but this is where the Pro Bowl one, we're about to move on. All right. So there's 3 more. Y'all got to work with me tonight. Ride with me because this is going to lead into all of this stuff that's about to happen that is going to transpire with the Minnesota Vikings leading into January, February, March, April, May. All of it is going to make sense because we are going to figure out what we believe, our opinions on how this thing is going to look. All right, because I think things are going to change, especially based off depending on these next 2 games, because we could easily get the doors blown off us in both of these shits. All right, in both of them. We could easily get the doors blown off us in both of these games. We could easily lose by 30 points in each one of these damn games. We're going to see what happens. All right, first one. All right. We talked about this before on the way out. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. But this time we're going to spice it up a little bit more. Okay? We've touched on this topic. We've touched on this topic. Fair to say. Right now, I know there's some people that, and this is the thing tonight, this episode tonight, we going to talk about topics that might piss some people off, might goddamn make you feel some type of way. Just be prepared. It's all right. You be all right. All right. We got to talk about them. It is what it is, bruh. This is where we're at. Okay. I didn't make this shit up. The team did this. I didn't do this. Okay. Now look, Kwesi Adolpha Mensah. My guy. You know what I'm saying? My guy. Man. On the way out. Yes or no? You know what I'm saying? Yes or no? Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do polls while I got it up. Let me pull up the polls because I think that's fair instead of making y'all do, put a 1 in the chat, put a 2. Let's just do polls real quick because as I'm speaking, I kind of want to read the room. I want to read the room. I think every topic that we're going to talk about is going to have a poll question linked to it because I want to read the room. I kind of just want to see where we at. I see too many people on this side of the fence and too many people on that side of the fence. I think the problem what I've been seeing between YouTube and between X and Facebook and every other platform is there's not enough fans that are on the same page. You know what I mean? There's not enough fans that are we all in different areas. We don't know what the and what that tells me is we don't know what the hell we want or need. Let's start a poll, man. Let's see. Let's see, man. Let's start a poll. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. I'm gonna just keep it like this. I'm gonna just keep it simple like that. I'm gonna just keep it simple like that. Um, shout out McFadden. Shout out Mr. McFadden with the 4.99. Appreciate you. He said, what's up, Skull family? Let's lose these 2 games. We get a last place schedule next year, which is something that honestly we should probably take a little serious, to be real. We should probably take it a little serious to try to. I'm not saying tank though. Like, listen, my thing is I'm not a big fan of tanking. I feel like as a man, I just feel like if I was on the team as a man, you ain't gonna tell me I'm gonna go out there and lay down for another man. I'm just being real. So, like, when it comes to the tanking, my mentality just doesn't work like that. My thing is, if we lose, will I be mad? No. If we lose, will I be mad? No. If I watch the game and our team looks like they're not trying, will I be mad? Yeah. You know what I mean? So take that how you want to take that. But that's how I kind of operate when it comes to that. All right. If I watch our team play on Sunday and they look like they laying down, we gonna rip them. But if they go out there and they just lose because they just are a bad football team or played bad, I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. They gave it their all. Hey, you know what? We benefited from it a little bit at this point in the season. But my expectations for our team is to go out there and try to win, bruh. Like straight up, at least try because it builds morale if nothing else. I can't stand a motherfucker who gonna quit. You know what I mean? If you gonna quit, bruh, why should I root for you? Why should I buy your jersey? Why should I buy tickets to the game? I can't trust you. I'm not for that. You know what I mean? I'm really not. But again, I feel you. I feel you, McFadden. If we do lose, it will benefit the Minnesota Vikings more than it would hurt them. So I get where you're going with that, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you with the 4.99. That's a fact. Let me get a Ric Flair, man.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Let me speed this up so I can get it. All right. All right, let's unpack it. Del said unpack. Let's get it, man. Okay. Is Kwesi on the way out? This is kind of where I'm at with it. This is what I'm thinking. All right. This is kind of where my head is with it. Let me see what the polls are looking like. All right, so we got 17 votes. 76% are saying yes, 24% saying no. All right, cool. So we see what the room's like. That's the first important thing. Let's see what the room's like. So the room is leaning. So I'm gonna say this, bro. Me right now, I'm indifferent. I know y'all probably don't want to hear that. I know y'all probably expect me to come on here and be definite about something, whether that's the yes or a no. But I'm gonna tell you, it's really going to come down to this draft right here and the type of moves that he makes. And some people may say, well, that's a little too late. We shouldn't even allow him to touch this draft with a 10-foot pole. And the ones who do feel like that, I feel you. Like for real, like, trust me. I understand where you're coming from if that is how you feel. I understand 110%. I understand based off of the history of this football team since he's been here. I understand. But I also am the type where I want to give them, I guess I'm trying to give them a little bit of grace. I say them, I'm talking Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi because I think they're a package deal. I think if you get rid of one, you're going to get rid of the other. I don't think you can keep one or the other, in my opinion. Or maybe maybe I'm gonna say I don't think you do. I don't think you should. If I'm the Wilfs, I don't think you should. As the Wilfs, because my thing is, if the coach doesn't perform, didn't Kwesi. Shout out Sodak, man. Shout out my boy Sodak in the building, man. Let's go, Sodak. If the coach doesn't perform, isn't the GM the one who had influence on the coach hire. Now I know the Wilson stuff kind of made that ultimate decision with our situation, but it's like, bro, the GM guy, you got to take that fall, brother. Yeah, you got to take that fall. So now I don't trust you to go get the next coach. I don't trust you to go get the next coach. So no, you got to go too. Everybody got to go. But I say that to say, man, like the reason why I'm indifferent, and this could change in the next 2 weeks, though. Okay, it could change in the next 2 weeks depending on how our team performs these next 2 weeks. But I just believe that I want to give them a little bit of grace. And I know some people probably don't want to hear that, bro. And I understand, like I said, I know that shit probably pisses some people off that I'm saying that. Because you know what? If he was to get fired at the end of the season, I would not be mad. I wouldn't be mad at all. I wouldn't be. Okay. I wouldn't be at all. I would actually feel refreshed. I think I'm getting to the point now to where when that new person comes in, we're gonna get that refreshment. You know how we did when your boy left Zimmer, when Zimmer left, and then it was the very first press conference of Kevin O'Connell. You remember that? Remember that fresh air smell we had? You remember watching that introductory, that goddamn when they introduced KOC when he came out there and Kwesi? You remember how that smelled? That smelled good, didn't it? It was like, yo, thank you. We have some people that actually know how to get up there and talk the way we want them to talk, right? That at least that's what we thought at that time in the moment. It's a little different now, but you know, at that time though, it felt like a breath of fresh air. I remember saying that when we brought in KOC, I was like, yo, this shit just feels like a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? It just felt like a breath of fresh air. It really did. But I say that to say, man, I want to give him an opportunity here in the next couple weeks and then maybe leading into the offseason to see what he's going to do. Okay. See what he's going to do. But when we talk about, and I don't want to get too much into the quarterback now because I have a graphic for that. But I think what's important is what they do at the quarterback position. I mean, the quarterback position is going to, these guys, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah and Kevin O'Connell, I feel like their job is going to be on the line based off of what they do with the quarterback position in 2026. Okay, I put a post on Twitter real quick. Hold on, I want to read it. I'm not gonna pull it up. I'm just gonna read it real quick, right? Because I want to know. I want y'all to know how this is kind of my vibes right now, right? And we'll get to the JJ McCarthy stuff. But I said this truly sucks, bro. I said, even moving forward, supporting 9, the facts are the facts. He is fragile. I said, he is now labeled injury prone, and that's not a debate. I'm sure the Vikings can't go all in on him in 2026 to be the guy. I know I wouldn't if the goal was to compete for a Super Bowl. You know, that is my real true feelings at 4 hours ago that I posted after getting the news of JJ McCarthy and really letting it just letting it sit in there and sink in, man. I want to ask the people in the building, the real JJ supporters, like me, like myself, right? Are we really truly comfortable? Okay? Are we really truly comfortable going into 2026 with JJ McCarthy as the sole plan to be QB1, quote unquote, the guy? If I'm answering that question tonight, I'm saying no, bro. I'm sorry. Now, Northfield, I know Northfield said the negativity and that, but that's not negative. That's just me telling you how I feel at the moment, based off of the evidence we had. That's just how I feel, man. Shout out everybody in the building, the new people in the building. Make sure you hit the like button, man. We talking about it tonight. Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, KOC, they have some decisions to make. I'm just being real. Smelled like wokeness to me. I mean, look, man, I think it felt good. Listen, majority of Vikings fans, when Kwesi came in and KOC came in, man, it felt good, man. Don't lie. Even if it was only for 10 minutes, even if it was only for a week, you know it felt good, man. You know it at least seemed like, all right, we got some smarty pants in the building. Maybe they can figure this shit out. You can't lie now. Come on now. Be 100%. Be 100%. Just because you don't feel like that tonight, that's cool. But I'm saying back then when we first got them in the building and they came on the first and they started talking the way they talk, you got to be honest with yourself. You was like, all right, we got us some smart motherfuckers in the house. I bet. We might figure it out. Come on now. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real tonight, man. Let's get vocal. Let's keep it real, though. You, 2025, we don't feel like that. Tyson, do you feel like KOC was a horrible play caller year one? Do you feel like he was a horrible play caller year one? He worked his way to being a bad play caller, right? Because he got comfortable. He got comfortable. He thought he could just continue to do what he does over and over again, and it's gonna continue to work. And you know what? The NFL caught up to that. Adjustment. You have coaches that just refuse to do it, and you know those are the ones that get left. Yeah, they get left. Yup. They get left, man. Tyson said yes. Tyson like, man, FKOC, bro. I never liked that dude. I know people having Harbaugh regret and all that. How many QBs have been seriously hurt under KOC and his staff? Ooh, Sodak, boy, you got a point. That's a whole that in itself is a whole nother discussion. That in itself is a whole nother discussion, though. Now, I guess depending on how you're trying to break this down, I mean, can you technically blame this on Kevin O'Connell? But the truth, hey, whatever it is, though, I mean, it is kind of the common denominator, right? No matter how you look at it, it kind of does make sense. Like, I didn't even think about that. Damn, how many quarterbacks have been hurt under Kevin O'Connell? Been quite a bit, it seems like already. Kirk Cousins got hurt. The only person that wrote it out was Sam Darnold. That's crazy. Sam Darnold, man. That's crazy, bro. Fresh air, more like. Shout out 401. Sorry, but labeling a 22-year-old quarterback, a 22 years old, quite short-sighted. We've witnessed QBs of his age gotten wrecked. I don't get what you're saying, 401. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's so unfortunate, too, that the injuries have been such a huge part of his career so far. Just so unlucky. And you know what, man? I look at it in that lens, too, Chance, where I'm like, could it just be bad luck, man? Could it? It could, it could be in the back of my mind. I'm like, it could be part of the story. It just could be part of the journey. It could be the football gods. If we're talking about us as fans, it could be us just having to go through this. You know what? You guys spent all that time talking about him, hyping him up, man. I'm gonna build you guys patience. I'm gonna build y'all some patience too. For that, when this happens again, you guys know to relax a little bit. All right. We might have put the cart in front of the horse too, when it came to talking about JJ throughout all last off season and hyping him up and saying he's better than this. He's better than Sam Darnold. And he's gonna do this and do that. And it's a lesson learned, bro. I don't know how some of y'all feel, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I learned a big lesson when it came to my JJ McCarthy fandism this year. I learned a big lesson on how I now move forward. When there's a player that I like, specifically a quarterback, I think I'm gonna have a little bit more patience and have to see, right? I think because this was such a new situation for me in my Vikings fandism, this was pretty much, other than Teddy Bridgewater, right? And Christian Ponder, which again, Christian Ponder, I never was on that train anyways. Like, I was like, this dude's a backup. You know what I mean? Like, from the get-go, I was pissed off when we did that. But I mean, Teddy Bridgewater maybe was the only other one where it's like, it's a quarterback. I'm gonna ride behind him and see, what he got. Maybe he could be the franchise quarterback. And that door obviously slammed in our face. And this one, I kind of got excited. I got excited, man. I gotta admit, I got excited. I went overboard. I'm hyping the boy up. I'm going crazy. Everybody else is going crazy with me. We're celebrating shit that ain't even happened yet. We kind of got ahead of ourselves, and now we're getting a reality check on. Whoa, wait a minute. This is gonna take longer than you think. This isn't an overnight process. This isn't a one season process. This looking like it's gonna be some years. If we really want this, it looks like we're gonna really have to bite down, you know? We're gonna really have to bite down if we really want this. That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like, man. Tyson said, I told you JJ was ass cheeks. But so I don't know, man. But Quasi Adolfo we're gonna get on the JJ McCarthy. We're gonna get on the JJ McCarthy thing. But Quasi Adolfo man, 27 votes. We got 63% say yes, 26% say no, 64-36 now, because we got another vote. I, I I'm indifferent now, but it's good to see how the room is. I tell you one thing: if he goes into this draft, because if we go into the 2026 draft, right, and he trades back, and these players that he trades back for turn out to be nothing, then I'm gonna tell you right now, 2026 has to be his last year. It has to be. Okay, it has to be. Because I just don't think he's going to get fired this season. I just don't. But I say, is he on the way out the door? Because I think the process may have started. The process may have started. We're at the very early stages of the process of starting to realize, like, hold up, man, this ain't working out. You know what I mean? This ain't working out, man. Shout out Do Double, man. He said, how long are you willing to wait? Hold on, man. I'm gonna tell you. Wait, are you talking about JJ McCarthy, or are you talking about Quasi Adolfo Mensa? Which one? Because we about to switch the topic. We about to get on the JJ one, man. We gonna get on the JJ one, bro. I already know, bro. I already know, man. Let's just go ahead and beat this horse real quick. We got this one, and then we have the very last topic, anyways, that we could talk about. But this one's probably gonna ring. All right. So Sal Dog said yes, JJ McCarthy. So this is a good question, and I'm gonna put a poll up. I'm going to put another poll up, okay? That I think I'm curious to see, you know. Hold on, let me see. Let's see, man. Let's do this. We're gonna say 2. All right. So how many years do you wait for 9 to flourish? When I say flourish, I'm talking about turn into the quarterback that we need. I'm not talking about have a good game week 9, then kind of play mid week 10, week 11 plays bad, and then week 12 he makes a couple good plays, and then no, I'm talking about flourish, bruh. Now, I know he's already going on year 2. When I say 2, that means this year. Like that means boom, there's 2. So now we're going into 3. So now this year is the year. He's had 2 seasons technically. So now this year right here, 2026, okay? 2026. He has to do something. That's what we're saying here. 2026. All right. There is no, somebody put lifetime. I put that as a joke too at the end. Somebody said lifetime. It don't matter. Take as long as you need, 9. You know what I'm saying? Take as long as you need, brother. Shout out Jim. Shout out Cody. I see you. Shout out Two Tone. I see you, man. Let's go. Ray Petty, what's good with you, Ray? Appreciate you tapping in. Uh, it's time to win a Lombardi. No, a fact. No, that's a fact, George. Hey, that's a man. QBs won't reach their prime until they're 25. That's a good analytical take right there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out TP. How many Pro Bowlers y'all have? Here you go. Here TP go with the jokes. You know what I'm saying? What has the world what has the fandom come to? My boy TP, you know it's bad in New York right now when you got to come on the stream and ask how many Pro Bowlers you got. Yeah, I mean, boy, god damn. Boy, you know it's a nasty season in New York when you got to come on and ask how many Pro Bowlers you got. Although we did kind of rant a little bit at the beginning of the show about the Pro Bowlers, we feel a little snubbed. We feel a little disrespected. We do. Yeah, I mean, we do. But it's all good. We ain't tripping on no Pro Bowler. We got bigger fish to fry right now. Okay. What's next for 9? That's a great question. And I think that's a very broad question. I think like this is my thing, man. Let's get to the real damn nitty gritty right here. This is what this whole show was surrounded around tonight. We like since last offseason, we haven't really did a show where we sat and we really talked about JJ McCarthy for a minute, right? Like we kind of move on, we talk about, we move on, talk about, move on. Like, but I felt like in the offseason, we were killing it. Like we were hour long, bro, just straight 9 to the point where some of y'all were like, bro, can we talk about something else, please, tonight, bro? Please, please, can we talk about the defense? Can we talk about this? Can we talk about that? You know, and I felt it at that point too. I was getting drained too. You know, the season started at the perfect time because I felt like I couldn't do another stream talking about what he could be and what he should be. It started at the perfect time because I was getting to the point too where I was getting a little, you know, I was definitely getting fed up. But we're here now. And now we have evidence, is what I like to call it. We can now kind of make an evaluation, if that's what you want to call it, you know, on JJ McCarthy. This is the thing. They didn't put him on IR, but I'm gonna tell you right now, we have seen the last of JJ McCarthy in 2025. We have seen the last of him. T-Bass had a good point the other night, right? I like T-Bass. You know, I was thinking about what you were saying the other night. And you were saying how that he needs to learn how to play hurt. All right. And I totally agree with that. I thought about that, but then, you know, I realized like, you know, he actually has proved that though. After you said that, I was thinking about it and I'm like, well, remember he played in that preseason game where he tore his meniscus. He didn't come out the game. He tore his meniscus and continued to play. We didn't figure out he tore his meniscus to the day after. Same thing with the ankle in Atlanta. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that hip drop tackle happened in what, the third quarter, and he was out there in the fourth. He played the game, right? So he played injured. But I still kind of like what you said though, because I feel like there does need, based off of what we're seeing with him, he probably needs to get used to playing hurt. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just based off of what we've been seeing lately. He needs to get used to playing hurt. And I think that should be something that they may have to emphasize with him. Like, hey, bro, hey, you're gonna be banged up. You know, shit's gonna happen. It's the NFL. These guys hit hard. You have to play. You know, you're gonna have to play. Delt said, yo, I thought the initial reports where his x-rays came out negative. So that was the initial report, that it came out negative and there was no broken bones. They said there was no broken bones in his hand, but there's a hairline fracture. So being that, I don't think they could have seen that with they obviously didn't see that the night of, but, or the day of, but now that he got the MRI, they were able to say he has a hairline fracture. Now it's on his throwing hand. He probably can't grip the ball. So I get it. He's not going to be able to play through this stuff. I'm not saying, hey, toughen up, young man, and go out there and play quarterback with a hairline fracture in your throwing hand. Okay. That's just not realistic. I get that. Nobody's saying that. That it's just not gonna happen. But I think this right here, man, is I feel so bad for JJ McCarthy for a ton of reasons with this. And this isn't because us fans don't believe that he can be the guy. But we have to admit tonight, all right here on Vocal Vike, we have to admit the guy that we support, the guy that we rallied behind all off season, the man is injury prone. Whether you say it's bad luck, whether you say shit happens, it doesn't matter how you put it. JJ McCarthy, aka 9, is fragile. All right? It is what it is. It's the weirdest thing ever, though, coming from a player that never got hurt in college like that, bruh. Never. This dude was available. That was one of his best traits, was availability. But then I also thought about it, and it goes back to he didn't throw the ball a lot. He didn't drop back a lot. Maybe that's why. It's starting to all come together now. That could be a reason why. Is because he really wasn't getting sacked and things like that because he was on a run-heavy football team. And he did have the least pass attempts than all the other quarterbacks. So we really, when you're talking about the evaluation process that Kwesi and them and KOC did, it's really hard to incorporate that because it's like, okay, you have one quarterback that dropped back, 1,000 times in his college career compared to a quarterback that dropped back, 600 or 500, whatever the case may be. I'm just throwing numbers out there. But you see what I mean? Like, you just didn't know, the chances of this guy, he's took a ton of sacks because he drops back more. He's doing this, doing that, to where JJ McCarthy's handing the ball off more or less than none. So, I mean, look, that you can kind of think about that. It's like we didn't see this coming. We didn't see this coming. It's getting to the point where his injuries are outweighing. No, I'm glad you say that. Boom, this is perfect. This is just what I was about to say. His injuries are outweighing his promise. Bro, that is a fact, bro. That's coming from somebody. That's coming from me, man. I want nothing else but for 9 to just set the league on fire, bro, and be able to come on here every single post game, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and talk our shit about how our quarterback is better than yours. But his injury problems are outweighing his damn promise. The flashes we're talking about. It doesn't matter at this point anymore, especially because he got to hang his cleats up now. It's over with. It's done. We got to go. I think the most irritating thing about this whole thing, right? And I feel it may seem like I'm getting a little bit more passionate because this is the conversation that we got to be having. It's one of these things, bro, where we have to go into the offseason now saying that, hey, this is the guy. We know what he can be. Look what he did in week 7. Look what he did in week 8 against the Lions. Look at this. Look at that. Right? Look at the couple flashes he had. But then you think and say, well, damn, if we go into 2026, is he going to be able to play 4 games in a row? Because if you have to ask yourself that, your answer is probably going to be no. Like, honestly. And this has nothing to do with off season and, let him get a whole off season to get healthy. He was healthy going into this season. If it was his knee getting re-hurt or something, that would be a different story. But we're talking about everything but the knee, ankle, hand, concussion, hand again. I mean, come on, man. I'm just saying, bro, like it's heartbreaking because like the luck of this dude is having bad luck right now, and it sucks. It really does, bro. It sucks to be a fan of his and know that it's not that he can't play good football. It's not that he doesn't have the promise and he doesn't have the skill set, and you can see the flashes and you can believe in him, and you're like, yeah, you're right there, bro, where you're like, yeah, he could be the franchise. I see it. And then boom, he gets tackled or does some other weird shit happens, and then he's gone for 2-3 games. And it's like, bro, how are you supposed to hang on to that as a fan? I think that's my issue, is I'm trying to hold on to the fandom of 9, bro. But every time I start holding it, somebody rips it out of my hands. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it. Every time, bro. Every time. I don't understand it. And it's really irritating me, man. Like, listen, we're trying hard, man. But this goes back to going into 2026, man. As a Vikings fan and a JJ McCarthy fan, supporter, whatever you want to call it, JJ McCarthy stan, I don't care. I don't know if I'm comfortable going into the season with JJ McCarthy being the number one option, being the guy, quote unquote. I just don't know. I just don't know right now. I just don't know. I don't know if I can buy that. Like right now, today, I don't know if I can buy that. Right now, today. I just don't know if I can buy that, bruh. Because this is my thing. If we're in a position where we feel like we can actually make a run for a Super Bowl and JJ McCarthy in your head, right? If you're thinking, hey, this team can do this in 2026 and JJ McCarthy is in that equation for you, that right there, I'm telling you, is already you already setting yourself up for failure. Because what we know for sure is that he cannot play 4 games in a row. He can't even play 4 games in a row. He can't even play 4 games in a row, guys. I mean, it's easy to say it's bad luck. I feel like if this was any other player, we would be crucifying him right now, too. We would. Let's be real. We did it. We did it to Lewis Seen. We did it to Irv Smith Jr. We've done this since I've been doing YouTube. You know what I mean? Like we've had curb sessions on these same type of players. It's not that they weren't quarterbacks, obviously, but we've done it on these same type of players, man. The same issue, the same exact issue. The name on the back of the jersey is different. That's it. I don't know if I can continue. I say that to say I got to keep it real with myself, and I don't know. All of us have to. I don't know if we can continue to do that, bruh, because we looking like frauds up over here. This injury hit me different, bro. Like straight up. It really did. Because I was hyped. 3 games in a row. I figured, shit, my boy about to knock off the Lions on Christmas. He going to bounce back and eliminate the Packers. He going to play spoiler. We going to end the season with a bang. We're ending the season with Max Brosmer as the quarterback. We're watching Max Brosmer on Christmas. Once again, you know what I'm saying? Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. We're watching Max Brosmer. And look, I already see people that sit here and gonna tell me, okay? People gonna sit here and tell me that, oh, Max Brosmer's first start, that was an anomaly. Oh, that was just his first start. He about to go out here and go crazy. Bruh, knock it the fuck off. All right. Listen, we ain't about to go down that road, dog. Let's stop with all that playing, bro. I'm sick of that shit, bro. No, he's not. All right. Max Brosmer is going to be Max Brosmer. Listen, am I going to support him on Thursday during Christmas? Absolutely. I'm going to be in a holly jolly spirit. Absolutely, I'm going to support him. The Vikings fan in me is going to support him. Yeah. We're going to be holly and jolly. But the truth of the matter is this. Max Brosmer is going to get demolished by the goddamn Lions. Hey, Tyson, and I know, hey, look, Tyson, I know you a Max Brosmer, the Brosmer man. I know you a Brosmer fan. You want anybody but JJ. I know how it is, Tyson. You wanted them anybody but JJ. You know what I'm saying? You wanted them anybody but JJ. You saw what Max Brosmer did. You cannot sell me that. You can't sell me that Max Brosmer is going to come out here and have a great football game. You cannot sell that. You have no evidence. There's nothing you can sell me on that's going to tell me you feel confident that Max Brosmer going to go out here. We said Max Brosmer was going to go out there and dominate Sam Darnold. We said that. I remember. I was there. I said the same shit. I was hyped. I'm like, bro, I feel Max Brosmer, dog. Like, I think, hey, boom, he might be able to go out there and do the Max Brosmer is a UDFA, bro, and it showed. Ain't no secret, bro. It showed. Now, I will say, to give Max Brosmer the benefit of the doubt, I will say I think he's going to look a lot better than he did in the Seahawks game because you can't get no worse. You can't get no worse. Of course he's going to look better than he did in the Seahawks game. You can't go down from there. That was rock bottom. What we saw in the Seahawks game, that was the bottom. There is no getting worse. There's only up. All right? We're going to see, man. We're going to see what happens. And again, I'm going to support him. I'm going to support him, man. I don't want this coming off as if I'm saying F Brosmer, man. The Brosmer. We're going to support Brosmer. And you know what? I want Max Brosmer on this football team moving forward, too. Like, I want Max Brosmer to be because I believe he brings a ton of value, even if it's not his play on the field on Sundays. I just think Max Brosmer, the way he carries himself, he just seems like a guy that can learn the game and be able to spread that knowledge to other quarterbacks that come in the building. He seems like he seems like that type of guy. So, like, for that reason alone, I believe he deserves a roster spot on this football team moving forward. I do. And I believe eventually he could turn into an average quarterback. I think his ceiling is average. His ceiling. But you know what? That's good for a backup. I'll take it. I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll definitely take it. Yeah. Love said it could always get worse. Bro, Love. Hey, Love, if it get worse than that, man, I don't want to witness it. All right. I'm sure we've witnessed it before. I know you've witnessed it, OG. All the OGs in the building. I'm sure you guys have seen worse. But man, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. You feel me? Like, to be real, I don't even remember that game anymore. Like, that's how bad that game was. That shit was a blur. I don't even know what happened in that game other than Max Brosmer sucked that game. That's it. I don't remember what happened. I'm being dead serious right now. Like, I'm trying to think, damn, what did happen in that game? All I know is we lost 31-0, right? Did we lose 31-0? What was the score? We lose 31 to something. We got our ass handed to us. What was the score? I forget. What was the score? Was it 31-0? What was the score? Or did they only score like 20-something, 23-something? All I know is Max Brosmer look ass, bro. Period. That let you know right there. That's all I knew. Shout out everybody in the building, man. I see you, the new people in the building. Hit the like button. Yes, it's a Christmas movie. Let's go, man. Oh, shout out Norris with the 5. He said he has a poll. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes or no? I say yes. Shout out to you for the 5. Die Hard. Let's go. Shout out Mitty.
And the Ric Flair.
I mean, that's what happens when you have no rapport with players. No, bad coaching. Hey, Del, listen. Who in the building believes, right? Who in the building believes that if Kevin O'Connell goes out here and the Minnesota Vikings goes out here and they get the doors blown off of them the next 2 weeks. I'm talking about bad losses, right? I'm talking about losses that we walk away from and say, bro, what the hell was that? Those type of losses. We all know what we're talking about. We know the type of losses we're talking about, right? Who in the building believes that there's a chance that Kevin O'Connell isn't the head coach for the Minnesota Vikings in 2026? If that happens, does that up the percentage? Because as far as I'm concerned right now, I think the Wilfs are soft. I don't think they have the balls to fire Kevin O'Connell. Not right now, at least. I think it has to go to shit. I think Kevin O'Connell has already won enough games. We've won 7 games. That's good. The Wilfs made enough money in 2025. It doesn't matter. They don't care. They made enough. We won 7 games. You know what? Us Vikings fans, because we support so damn hard, we filled up the stadium each and every week. Guess what? We're going to fill it up on Christmas too. We're going to fill it up. That's what's important to them. Okay? That's what's important. Once you start hearing once they start hearing the fans booing the coach and booing the team, then that forces their hand to, there's a possibility the fans might stop supporting us. They got to get that feeling. They don't have that feeling. That feeling is not in the atmosphere in Vikings Nation, on YouTube, or in real life in the stadium in US Bank. It's not. As far as I'm concerned, the Wilfs, they don't have the balls to do it, and they won't do it. I can guarantee you he'll be the coach in 2026, even if we get the doors blown off us. We got to win 4 games. We got to have one of them types. Shout out TP. We got to have a season like the Giants. Now, this is a season that the Giants, they used to. They be having 4 games. They be having three win seasons back to back. You know how hard that is to do? Shit, it's harder to do that than to win the damn Super Bowl. Hey, when you start having 2 or 3 win seasons back to back, well, you know how hard that is to accomplish? Well, you got to be the ass of ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, facts, bruh. Like, straight up. That's a hard day. Boy, that's a hard accomplishment. But we got to have one of those seasons, I feel like, before the Wilfs are going to do something with Kevin O'Connell and them. Because I think, like, even when you think about the Zimmer situation, right? You had players that were coming out and speaking openly about how they don't like the way Zimmer is coaching with the fear base and all that. So it didn't really take the fans to push Zimmer out the door for the Wilfs to make a decision. It was easy for the Wilfs to say, hey, man, honestly, like, now it's to the point where the players are coming up to us. Sorry, we don't want to do this. I can imagine how that conversation went. You know what I mean? Instead of just saying, bro, listen, you're not performing. You got players coming in here, coming in to calling my phone, telling me you doing this, that, and the third, that you lose in the locker room, bro, you got to go. And they probably laid Zimmer down so damn easy, like I laid down my daughter when she was damn 3 months old at taking a nap. I guarantee you. Laid him down probably. Mr. Zimmer, yeah, the players are coming in and calling us, man. I think it's kind of getting a little out of control. Do you mind if we let you go? You know what I'm saying? They come up, to me, they come off as the type of people that ask you if you should be fired. Not if you should be, if you're allowed to be fired. They the type of owners, they gonna ask you if you allowed to be fired. So with that being said, man, I don't see, I just don't see him. I see KOC being the coach, bro. KOC is gonna be the coach. But I will say, going back tonight, shout out Cause and Effect in the building. I see you, Cause. What's good with you? He said, what's good, everyone? Rap, my guy, what's happening? One heck of an end to the show on Sunday night. Some say explosive. Yeah, man. Shout out my guy, man. Let's go. That was oh, you talking about with Purple Papa? Man, Purple Papa, man. We ain't even gonna get on that, man. You know what I mean? Like we ain't even gonna get on that. Like that was a whole nother I can't be dealing with that. Shout out to the brother, man. You know, nothing against him. Shout out to the brother. Um, but this goes back to this though. Do we believe that Kevin O'Connell? Do y'all think Kevin O'Connell is going to go into 2026 with JJ McCarthy? Let me settle down a little bit, man. I feel like I'm about to lose my voice. I feel like I'm just going too crazy right now. This was not supposed to be this type of show. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't. I really was trying to come on and just kind of talk cordial and just kind of go through the process and try to avoid my ADHD kicking in and me like bouncing around and going from topic to topic. I was trying to keep it, you know, kind of structured, which I struggle with because I like to just talk. I like to talk about everything at once. I be trying to fit every topic in that one sentence. You know, that's just how I am, man. I'm transparent. Y'all know that. But it's I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna ask the question. I want to see what the room's like. Not if we can swing a trade for Burrow. Luff. Hey, shout out Raymond in the building. Hey Ray, did I see you? Shout out to you. Shout out Trey. I see you, Trey. Trey said hell no. Let's see what we like, man. Is JJ McCarthy the QB1 in 2026? Like, are you as a fan tonight? Okay, we talking post injury. We talking post injury tonight, 7:57 Central Standard Time. Do you feel like JJ McCarthy has earned the right to be QB1 in 2026? I think that's the real question. Has he earned it? Has he showed you enough as a fan? Has he showed you enough being a top 10 pick? Have you seen enough? Oh man, that's a hell of a question, man. That'll make you think right there, won't it? Not do you believe just because you believe it. Not just you believe he should be, so the answer is yes. Really sit back and ask yourself, did he earn it? I'm just saying. Shout out there. He said, do you think McCarthy was responsible for his injury? I'm like, I don't think you can blame that when it comes to injuries. I feel like it's one of those things where you can't blame the player for getting injured in a contact sport, right? You can't blame the player for getting injured in a violent sport. That's unfair in my opinion. So no, my answer to that question would be no. I don't think he's, you know, responsible for the injuries. But again, what I will say is I do believe there's a such thing as an injury prone player. I do believe there's a such thing as a player that will always get hurt no matter what. And after every injury, we could say, all right, he should be good now. Maybe he won't get injured, and then boom, he'll get injured again. We've seen players like this over and over again. I mean, shit, man, we talking about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow in the same damn boat. Like Joe Burrow is the same quarterback. This dude gets hurt every year. Once a year, he missing like 4-5 games due to injuries. Bro, all I'm saying is you could be as good as you want. You can't win a Super Bowl like that. My question is, my real question is, are we trying to win a Super Bowl? And if so, the most important thing not only is the quarterback being a good player, but being available to play. You know, I think that's to me, I think that's just as important. Because he ain't gonna do us no damn justice if he's sitting on the bench. You know, you ain't gonna do us no justice, man. Like the flashes we see, like listen, to me, there is no reason why you get hurt 4 damn times in a season to where you miss multiple games. To me, I think that's unacceptable. Am I blaming him for the injuries? No. But what I'm saying is, God damn, are we as fans supposed to just accept that? Are we supposed to? We should have just kept Lewis seen. Should have been like, fuck it. I know he injury prone, but shit, just keep him. Shit, you never know. Maybe one day he'll just stop getting injured. I think the clock. I'm saying that to say, I think there's a clock that really is ticking right now, and I think it's ticking because he. And the sad part is he already missed a full year. You know that, like Kevin O'Connell, Quasey, and us fans. I'm not gonna leave us out. We've already sacrificed a year for that. Missing reps, practice, all that. We said, you know what? Hey, it's cool. He getting mental reps. This may benefit him. It's cool, bro. Like we straight on that. We think it's gonna benefit him. Boom, boom, boom. Obviously, it didn't. Right? I think we got the answer for that. Obviously, it didn't. It really didn't benefit him. Not that I can see this year. The mental reps did nothing for this guy. Nothing. Okay. Nothing. There's nothing I can measure and say, you know what? Them 6 months he sat in the virtual reality room, bro, you can see that shit transpire on the field. Absolutely not. Like there was nothing, bro. Nothing. Everything we saw this year from JJ McCarthy as far as flashes go, I think it came strictly from his natural ability because he is athletic. Every single play we've seen where we're like, wow, boy, see, I like that. It strictly came from just his natural ability of being a good athlete. That's it. I don't think none of it was, I just can't. I sit back and I watch it and I'm like, oh, that didn't come from him doing virtual reality or writing in his notepad or talking to this person and that person. It's just one of those deals where I just felt like he made a couple good plays this year. He made a couple good plays this year. And that's it. That's really it. That's the reality. Now I'm hyped about it. You know, hey, look, after the Lions game, we went crazy. We was coming at everybody. You know, after the Washington game, we going crazy. We coming at everybody. The haters were quiet. We calling them out. Where y'all at now? When JJ looks good, everybody want to pop out when he looks bad, but where y'all at when he looks good? You know, nowhere to be found, hiding. But now when I see people say, hey, JJ McCarthy, man, he's soft, bro. He's JJ McGlass and he's injury prone. This dude isn't. I'm telling you, he's not the one. He's a bust. I mean, you can. This is a good question for the chat. Is it fair to label somebody a bust based off injuries? Because this goes back to what Delton says, right? Like asking the question, like, do we blame him or do we say he's responsible for getting injured, right? But and on another note, is it fair to blame a guy? Is it fair to label a guy a bust based off of not being available due to injuries? Is that fair? I'll let y'all sit on that real quick and drop it in the chat. Let me see. McCarthy will be in his third year in 2026 already. His third year, bruh, Mr. Pink. Third. Let that sink in, bro. 3 years, and what do we got out of it? We got 1 200-yard passing game. Did he even throw for 200? What game did he throw for 200? Matter of fact, does he have a 200-yard passing game? The best ability is availability. Thank you, Soldier. Norris said, I stand with JJ. Y'all know that. Hey, no, facts, Norris. Hey, no, that's why I respect you so much, bro. Through the storm, man, you know, at the end of the day, this whole thing could, okay, yeah, he did do the 250. Okay, yeah. Through the storm, right? This whole thing can pass over and you just see Norris walking through the damn smoke. You know what I mean? Like, all you motherfuckers that turned your back. I'm still here. I'm the only motherfucker that stood here. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this actually could go down, bro. I mean, there's a chance, bro. There's a chance. There's definitely a chance, boy. I'm telling you. um, but he's looking like he is looking like Trey Lance. He's looking like the Trey Lance trajectory. There's a lot of similarities in some of the quarterbacks that have gotten hurt early in their career and they just have never been the same too. You know, that's another risk that's at hand right now too. Is you know how certain quarterbacks they're good, but then they get this certain injury and then they're just not the same. You know, not only are we dealing with him not being available, but all of these injuries piling up. I mean, is this fucking with his athleticism? Is it, you know, messing with his mental? I mean, there's a lot of things at risk right here, man, with him continuing to get hurt. Not only is it stunting his development and prolonging the process, I mean, those are just the basic things. But we're talking about, okay, let's talk about this hand for a minute. What if this hand just turns into a thing where it's like, damn, bro, his accuracy was never the same, or now it's never going to get to where we thought it was because something with this hand injury, like, you know, because that's what they'll do. They'll blame it. They'll blame it. But you also have real evidence of quarterbacks that do suffer some type of injury like that, and they're just never the same again. Whether their accuracy's off, it's an elbow injury, a shoulder injury. I mean, goddamn, bruh. Like, we ain't even getting started yet. That's where I'm upset about. We didn't even, the journey hasn't even started yet. Realistically, bro, we haven't. Like, we can't even get the damn journey started, man. You know what I mean? Like every time we get the rolling down the damn road, man, the shit break down, man. You know what I mean? This is like one of them old cars that you've had forever. Shit done been paid off for like 10 years, but you refuse to get rid of it. And you know, you drive that thing around, man, you beat her, man. You like, man, look, last week I changed the alternator. You changed the alternator, that bitch run for like 2 days, and then that motherfucker starts sputtering and break down. You're like, fuck, it ain't the alternator, man. Now it must be the spark plugs. You go change the spark plugs. The motherfucker seem like it's running good for a week, and then that bitch starts skipping again. You like, God damn, man, what is this shit? You keep getting broke down. You done changed everything to where you damn near got a new car, but guess what? It just never is the same. Because no matter what you change, that motherfucker gonna find a way to stutter and break down. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Every time we get to changing something on the vehicle, something else go. Like for real. We live at damn AutoZone in O'Reilly's, man. God damn, we platinum members. Let me get another battery, man. Man, it's like your third battery this month, bro. Ain't no way it's the battery. Batteries don't die that quick, dog. You tripping. Yeah, man, the damn alternator keep draining the battery, man. I done changed the alternator, but shit, now the shit still do it. I'm just telling you, man. Dell said that's bad coaching, man. Hey, yeah, I agree. Shout out Dylan in the building, man. I see you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Dylan. He said, I just got back in here in the middle of the analogy, but it made sense right away. Shout out Dylan, man. My guy, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, tonight, one of them nights, man. We just in our bag tonight, man. We damn sure venting. You know, I know some people may say it sounds like we complaining, but you know what? Hey, got a new mechanic. Hey, for sure. That's what Carl said. Y'all remember that night Carl called, bruh? Norris, you remember when Carl called and said that shit? He was like, I had Carl tripping. Bruh. Hey, it was facts, bro. Carl called and we were talking about mechanics and stuff like that. I'm telling you, man. We had to get JJ a new mechanic, bro. Is what it is, bruh. Is what it is, man. I'm trying to find something on X real quick, man. I'm gonna pull up, bro, because this, man, bro. This is heartbreaking, ladies and gentlemen. Heartbreaking. Coming from somebody who, right. I felt like I went so hard, man, with y'all too. Shout out to the ones in the building that stood behind me too, man, this whole offseason, going extra stupid. You know what I'm saying? When it came to JJ McCarthy support. I mean, we went over the top with it. We went over the top. Bro, we outdid ourselves, bro. We really did. We went over the top with it. And shout out to y'all that's still with me, bro. Because we was in the building every day talking JJ McCarthy football, talking about how he's gonna change this franchise. And you know what? The story's not over. Like, I'm by any means, I'm not saying that the story is over, because realistically it's not. He's still on the team, he's still a Minnesota Viking, and you know what? The organization has decisions to be made. Shout out Sodak, man. I'm glad you in the building, Sodak. Hey, you see I got your hold on. Can't see it right now. Shout out my boy Sodak, man. Y'all know Sodak, hey, he made this custom for me, hand drawn, bro. That's fire. Y'all see that, man? The OG picture, man. You know I keep that in the cut. Got to keep that. Nah, that shit there. Classic. Shout out my boy Sodak, man. That's my dog right there. You hear? But let's look at this, man. So with JJ McCarthy's 2025 season all but over officially, here's how he performed. Okay, let me pull up the chat. I'm tripping. Let me pull up the chat, y'all, so I can see y'all. Okay, all right, I'm with y'all now. Okay, so he went 5-4, 57.3% completion percentage. 11 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 72.1 rating, 33.9 QBR, 27 sacks, 174 rushing yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. One thing I am super excited about is his mobility. I think he can run that route really, really well. And that's something that we kind of were looking for in a quarterback. And he checked that box for me this season. That's one thing I can walk away from this season and really say, like, you know what? The mobility, the ability to improvise and get out of danger and keep a play alive, specifically on third downs, he checks that box. So shout out to that boy for that. Shout out JJ McCarthy for that. Okay, shout out to him for that. He did that. But let's see. I find it highly unlikely JJ McCarthy will be out there for week 18, even if the door is being left open by KOC. Let's see what Judd Zoga said. Just another example on why Sunday's X-rays should be ignored. In my experience, they mean nothing and only provide false hope. I'm also declaring McCarthy out for the final 2 games. But humbug. Damn. So like I said that too, like in my video that I released earlier when the news came out. I said his season's done, bro. We've seen what, man. You got a fracture in your throwing hand, bro. Like, yeah, to sit back and tell me all you got to do is Google how long it takes to heal, and that'll tell you your story right there. That shit don't heal in no damn 9 days. You know, after this game, we got our last game in like nine days. Like, let's be honest here. His season's over, bro. Regardless of what you feel like, his season's done. It's over with. You know what I mean? Like, the cleats are getting hung up. That's why I think it's so sticky right now. And I think it's so like this whole situation is weird because what we saw is what we get now. You feel me? Like, it's over, man. Just like that. See, we should have had 8 more quarters to at least be able to evaluate. I think those 8 more quarters, I think those were going to be super important to going into the offseason in 2026. And part of it was him staying healthy for those last 8 quarters, right? Or we'll say 10 quarters, because he missed the second half of the Giants game. I think not only was watching his progression get better and him making decisions and all that good stuff was important in the evaluation, but I think him just staying out on the field was important too. I feel like it was just as important. It was a box that needed to be checked off at the end of the season. Like, okay, boom, boy played 5 games in a row. That's a start. Let's go. He played 5. He actually gave us 5 games in a row without being injured. Let's go. We're cooking with something now. You know, I think that was important. But now, look, guess what? We're going into the offseason now with the unknown, and I hate that. I just hate that feeling, bro. I hate the feeling of it, man. I just don't like that. But you know what? The 2025 Minnesota Vikings, we knew that. Like, what else did you expect? I mean, this is how 2025 has been going for the Minnesota Vikings. What else? What else do we expect? It is what the hell it is, man. I mean, this is us. This is what we do. All right. This is what we do, man. I mean, it's just like, bro, why us though is what I ask. Why? Why does it have to be us? I mean, good Lord, man. Let me go to the Rock on Vikings fan page. TPP, they tend to like not like JJ McCarthy from what I've been seeing. They tend to really be hating off him. So we'll let's see what
I think he's good mentally. I mean,
JJ, is that mentally just knowing that he's going to miss another game?
I think he's good mentally. I mean, I feel like he has a lot of support around him to keep his head up. I mean, of course, football comes with injuries. We definitely don't love it and definitely don't enjoy that process, but it comes with it. It's just his time to really heal, to really get back to 100%, and then leading into the off season. And of course, we got to work on that connection, work on the things that we need to work on for him to be a better version of himself coming in April. In August, I'm sorry.
JJ, is that mentally just no?
See, man, you know, I'm about to cut that off, man, real quick. You see, listening to that just now, I'm be honest with y'all. Listening to that. Hold up, man. Let me get that shit off the screen. I'm done. We ain't going over them shits no more. Listening to that, right? What that did to me was take me, that interview right there took me to the off season already. It took me to, shout out Broski Bear in the building. I see you, Broski.
Give me 2 taps and a Ric Flair.
Hold on, let me exit that so we ain't choppy. I know we choppy right now. That's because I gotta get rid of this real quick. Give me 1 second. All right. That took me to a lot of the you know why I'm kind of stressing right now about all this, bro? Is because watching that interview, I know that this offseason is going to be filled with a lot of anticipation once again, because there isn't the known there. And I think for that reason, I'm frustrated knowing what I'm going to be dealing with going into the offseason, knowing what we're going to be dealing with. We're going to be dealing with a lot of quarterback talk. All right. We're going to be dealing with a lot of bullshit. All right. I'm just keep it real. Bruh. We're going to be dealing with a lot of, is he the guy? He's injury prone. He threw 12 interceptions and 11 touchdowns. His passing percentage was this. A lot of rumors. Shout out Two-Tone. You hit it on the head. There's going to be a ton of rumors. We're getting this guy and we're getting that guy. And y'all remember when we went and got JJ McCarthy, the main thing that was on the docket was, guess what, guys? Going into the offseason now, when draft time and free agency, guess what position we don't have to talk about? Guess what position we don't have to sit here and focus on? Because we can focus on the defensive line, the offensive line, the cornerbacks, Linebackers. We finally made it, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have to worry about it anymore. That was a lie. All right. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Not only do we not have to worry about it anymore, I think this offseason is going to be more intense than last offseason. Last offseason was kind of mild, even though Sam Darnold played hell of some good football, bruh. It won us 14 games. The transition was smoother than I thought. I thought there was going to be a ton of BS going around Vikings Nation when it came to keeping Sam Darnold or rolling with JJ McCarthy. But you know what? Even the Sam Darnold supporters were kind of like, yeah, nah, we could ride with 9. Let's get it. Because it felt good. You know, it's the top 10 pick. It felt good. He's the future. It felt good. This year, it's going to be different. I'm telling you. It's going to be different. Buckle up, Vikings fans, because this offseason is going to be, it's going to be different. The quarterback talk is going to drain us. I'm just warning you now that don't get mad at me when we got to start lives and talk about it, because I'm telling you right now, I don't make the rules, bro. This isn't me doing this. This is our football team doing this, and this is just the unfortunate circumstances that JJ McCarthy was not able to play a full season once again and go out there and show us that he's automatically the QB1, because at this point in time right now, I just don't see that being the case. And it's not just about what I feel like or what you feel like. There's no way you're going to tell me that KOC and Kwesi are sitting in their office right now saying, you know what? We've seen enough from our young guy. I think we can move forward in 2026, knowing that they haven't won a damn playoff game. They haven't won anything. They haven't won anything. And you think they're okay with just sitting back and just saying, hey, a guy that threw 11 interceptions or 12 interceptions, 11 touchdowns, he gets injured every other game. Yeah, we're good. Come on, man. Let's be real here, bruh. You can't be confident like that. You can't be. As fans, we can, because we ain't got no dog in the fight. It's easy for us to say, nah, he's the guy. It doesn't matter. He'll heal up. He's the guy. Trust me. It just fucking irritates me, man, because I really wanted the best for bro, you know? And I still do. I still do. But I see y'all in the chat. We're going to be hearing about Kyler Murray's of the world. We're going to be talking about Mac Jones. All right? Y'all want to know what the offseason is going to consist of? Kyler Murray, Mac Jones. It's going to consist of Joe Burrow for a couple months. We're going to be talking about all these. Shit, to be real, I wouldn't be surprised. Going into the draft if we're not talking about one of the quarterbacks in the draft this year. Like, I would not be surprised. Now, that shit ain't going to come from over here on Vocal Vike. I'm going to tell you that right now. We ain't doing that. That's what we not doing. But I wouldn't be surprised if you see a thumbnail or something from maybe one of our other creators. And this isn't me calling anybody out. I'm just saying, like, don't be surprised, because that's how foggy this quarterback situation is going to be going into 2026. Trust me. It's going to be foggy. It's going to be foggy. Buckle up, bruh. Once again, we're about to have 6 months of talking about who's the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings. And that is not what I expected to do in 2026. I expected to talk about who the hell going to be my lockdown cornerback. Who's going to be my, maybe a possible number 3 wide receiver? Who's going to be my tackle? Those are the type of conversations I was expecting to have. I got stripped. I got to make thumbnails of Mac Jones and Kyler Murray. I might as well already go and start saving their pictures. I might as well just start making the thumbnails now, bruh. Oh, my gosh. Listen, I'm gonna say this before we get up because we're going on an hour 30. Shout out my boy Norris. He said, let's also be honest here by understanding that JJ wouldn't have had other injuries if KOC didn't get him killed with a shit O-line early in his egotistical, long developing pass plays. You are speaking facts, Norris. That's why I love you, my brother. Shout out to you because that's a fact. That's a fact. Like the coach did not help him at all. The coach did not help him at all. The sucky part about it all, though, is that JJ McCarthy has to suffer. JJ McCarthy has to suffer, though. He has to get crucified online that he's not a good player. He got to get crucified. He got to be the one sitting on the bench while Max Brosmer rolls out there on Christmas. Nothing against Max Brosmer. Shout out to the bro. Shout out to the bro. You know, hey, I'm glad he's getting another opportunity. He should get another opportunity. You know, I'm all for it. He just shouldn't be getting it right now. Okay. He should be getting another opportunity next preseason. That's where I expected to see Max Brosmer play football again. But instead, we're watching him play in week 17 of the national football in the actual season. When we're trying to evaluate if JJ McCarthy could even play. We're trying to answer that question. That's the important question. Okay. You want to talk about a meaningless evaluation game? Let's talk about Christmas. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Christmas. I'll be surprised if the team looks like they want to play. Now, if they go out there and they lay down, we're gonna crucify them because at the end of the day, you ain't gonna give up. But I'll be surprised. I will be surprised. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Bro, these players gonna have to dig deep to want to go out there and play. Seriously. Two primetime games with bros. Bro, I already know how the Discord's going to be on Christmas. Like, if you're not part of the Discord, join the Discord, Vocal Vike. We be going crazy in there during the game. Shout out everybody that's in the Discord, man. I love game day in the Discord because we be talking our shit. I ain't gonna lie, that should be funny as hell, man. So shout out everybody that's part of the Discord, man. Mr. I Want to Box said Kirk will be back, man. Look at it, man. Fuck that. I am being real with you. But I wouldn't be surprised. Like we might need to put a Kirk thumbnail up too. That my boy Luff. Shout out Luff because you know I think Luff can relate to this right now. Luff, because being that you have a network over there, great network, man. First to Skol. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. I know all of y'all are subscribed anyway because they OGs in the game. But if you're not, make sure you subscribe first to Skol. But Luff, let me ask you a question, my brother. Are you prepared to make Mac Jones thumbnails? And shit, Trey Lance might even be on it. It might end up on a thumbnail in this next 4-5 months. I wouldn't be surprised if Trey Lance ends up on a thumbnail. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be. Listen, I got two quarterbacks that I felt like, and I mentioned it in my video, and I know I'm getting crucified for it, but guess what? These are the two quarterbacks. One is Zach Wilson. He got a chip on his shoulder. Now, the only thing is our quarterback room gonna look like a band boy. We gonna look like we gonna look like goddamn NSYNC. All right. That's the only thing that I refute. That's the only thing that I'm a little upset about bringing Zach Wilson. I mean, you got two white boys with good ass hair, putting the gel slick back, man. We gonna look like we got the damn Backstreet Boys in the damn. Our QB room gonna look like the Backstreet Boy, and I don't know how I feel. People gonna be looking at us like we soft, man. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, man, them boy QB room look like a damn boy band. But you know what? Hey, I'm rocking with Zach Wilson, bro. I don't care what you're talking about. Hey, look. Hey, the Miami Dolphins didn't want to play him. I'm telling you right now, hey, I'm rocking with Zach Wilson, bro. It's like, so give me Zach Wilson as one option. And this is early on, right? This is just early on in my thinking right now when it comes to quarterbacks. Give me Zach Wilson as an option. And then give me Mitchell Trubisky. Now, Mitchell Trubisky, I'm dead serious leaning there. I know people laugh and Mitchell Trubisky, he asked, hey, call it what you want. He could have a resurgence to me with a Kevin O'Connell and at least be some competition. Because I said this in my video I did. we need to bring competition, but we also need to, if JJ McCarthy is the guy and Quasi and KOC feel that way, even after this season, after him being hurt and this, that, and the third, and they feel like he's the guy. For his confidence alone, you cannot bring in somebody like Aaron Rodgers, like we were talking last offseason. There's just certain players you can't bring in because it sends a bad message. It sends a message to your quarterback that, hey, we actually don't trust you, my brother. Like, we actually aren't invested in you. Like, you're temporary. We thought you were something, but you're not. You're not what we thought. So that's why we're bringing in Aaron Rodgers. He's going to start. We're bringing in him. I feel like Mac Jones played good enough this year over in San Fran that if you bring him in, most likely he'll win the job. He's coming in as the one. So that's why I say you got to go for players that they're veterans. They've showed that they can win in this league. Mitchell Trubisky took the Bears to the playoffs at one point in his career. He's a little older now. He got some wisdom. He sat behind Josh Allen these last couple years. He's the type of player you want to bring in to where it's like, hey, look, we're bringing him in. He has a chance to be good, but he's only good when we need him. All right? JJ McCarthy, this is still your team. Young lad, go handle business. You bring in any other big name, bro, like you're pretty much telling not only JJ McCarthy, but Vikings fans that, hey, we fucked up with this pick. Now we're trying to make up for it. All right. So now we're bringing in a guy that kind of bringing him in with the thoughts of he needs to win the job and be our QB1. I mean, JJ needs to go back to QB2. And I think that would be horrible, man, for JJ McCarthy's confidence. Horrible. So that's why, man. So, and Zach Wilson's in that same boat as Trubisky. Somebody who, I think you bring him in, let him compete, get a couple good plays out of him. If he do got to step in, he can win you a football game. It is what it is, bro. That's just my way of thinking. I know we got a lot of months to talk about it, and we'll talk about it. Well, trust me. We got plenty of time. That's all we got. So, real quick, I swear this is the last thing I got to say. Members in the building. Shout out to all the members, first of all, okay? Shout out to all the members. We're doing member lives on Saturday. The first live is going to be Saturday for the members. I'm going to post it. We're gonna do every Saturday. All right. So that's the day I kind of felt like is the best for me and my schedule to do and kick it with the members. And I feel like people are off for the most part. And I don't have a set time yet, but just know this Saturday, if you are a member of the channel, just be ready. I'm going to post something on the community tab for only the members too, dropping the time before it happens. So I'm not just going to hit go live and expect members to just pop out. All right. You're going to get a day or two warning. I'll make sure I release it here maybe on Thursday or Friday just to kind of let you know what time I come up with. But we're going to do a members only live, man. It's going to be fun as shit. Make sure you pop out. I can't wait, bro. I've been waiting for that for a long time and thinking of what I can do. And I got it figured out. I talked about it on TP's channel last night when we went live over there at the end of his show, just kind of, expressing how I appreciate the ones that go above and beyond in their memberships. Not that you're better than any other subscriber on the channel. We're all the same here, but still yet I felt like I, as a creator, owe you guys something a little more just because you are investing more in your boys. So shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for doing that. And we going to have some fun, bro. I'm telling you right now, we about to turn up, man. Let's go. Let's get it, man. Nah, so it's going to be lit, bro. I think y'all going to like it. We're going to be talking shit. Just know it's going to surround around us talking shit a little bit, kicking it, having fun, being able to go back and forth banter. It's going to be legit. So shout out to you guys, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button if you forgot. I know it's easy to forget when you step in the building, but make sure you wipe your feet on the way out the door now since you done sat here and watched the show all damn hour and 40 minutes without hitting it. But we forgive you. You know what I mean? We love you. We appreciate you, man. Thank y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Holla at you.
Like a dog in the
boy.
street.